That comes after a standoff inside the hearing with Congressman Benny Thompson, who characterized the deadly and horrific National Guard attack like this.
Madam Secretary, you and the gentleman from NCTC reference the unfortunate accident that occurred with the National Guardsman being killed.
You think that was an unfortunate accident?
I mean,
it was a terrorist attack.
Wait. Look, I'll get it straight. Then you can
He shot our National Guardsman in the head.
Joining us now to discuss all of this is former acting DHS Secretary and America First Policy Institute Executive Vice President Chad Wolf. Chad, so great to have you with us tonight. Thank you for your time. Chad, I want to start with that hearing and that exchange that we just heard between Secretary Noem and Congressman Thompson, calling that killing of a National Guard officer an unfortunate accident. Your thoughts on that remark?
Yeah. Well, it's an unforgivable comment by Congressman Benny Thompson, who's actually been on that committee for way too long. But in no sense of the word was it an accident. I mean, it was planned, it was premeditated, it was executed on, and likely a terrorist attack. And so for the ranking member of the House Homeland Security Committee to call it an accident tells you how out of touch that they really are. And again, just trying to cover from the missteps and the mistakes from the Biden administration, because this individual that shot that National Guardsman to death and assassinated him came in under President Biden's humanitarian parole, just like millions of others.
You know, Chad, the mischaracterization of what's happening in a lot of cases is so extensive. We relayed one of those where Tricia McLaughlin basically said, you portrayed this guy from South Korea as X, and he was actually Y. Okay? Yeah. It's happening all the time. And it keeps coming back to the issue of the left is saying Kristi Noem makes America less safe. But I think the data is on her side, is it not, when it comes to the criminals who have been removed from the streets?
Well, the data is absolutely on her side. I mean, the progress that the department has made over these last 10 or 11 months has just been remarkable. And you have to remember, you know, the American people need to remember where we came from. We came from 4 years of the Biden administration where you would have thousands and tens of thousands of individuals coming across that southern border every month. Not every year, but every month. And the Trump administration is having to deal with the aftermath of such a broken system for 4 years. And again, in just under 10 or 11 months, they've been able to turn the tide. And look, the Democrats, throughout the course of that hearing, they didn't apologize for any of it. They didn't apologize for their complicity during the Biden administration of having these folks pour into the country with almost no vetting. And instead, they go after law enforcement. Instead, they go after ICE, and they go after DHS and President Trump. And I think the majority of Americans that watch that or have seen reporting just kind of shake their head and say, you know, she's protecting the country. She's protecting American citizens, and everything else is just noise.
Chad, I want to ask you about Kilmar Albrego Garcia. Many of us remember him as the so-called Maryland man. Right. He was being held in Pennsylvania in ICE custody. And just today, we can now report, he's been released from ICE custody because a judge down in Maryland ordered that he be released. I believe the White House is saying they're going to appeal this. The Trump administration is saying they're going to appeal this. But can you kind of forecast for us what comes next? Because it sounds like Kilmar Albrego Garcia is now back out in the public when we know that he's an illegal El Salvadorian man who's been alleged to have gang ties and was also accused of spousal abuse.
Yeah, I mean, what a remarkable case, and there's no doubt that the Trump administration's Department of Justice will appeal this, and so probably either tonight or in the morning you're going to see that. Unfortunately, he has been released. And again, it's important to go back to the facts. This is an individual who is not a U.S. citizen, that came to the country illegally, that is accused of human trafficking, MS-13 gang member, and others. He has no legal right to be here in the United States. And this Biden-appointed judge, time after time after time, clearly doesn't like the Trump administration's immigration agenda. And we see that with the rulings regarding this individual. And just think about it. If it's this difficult to remove someone that is not a U.S. citizen, that does not have a legal right to be here, think how difficult it is to remove the millions of other folks, right? This is what the Trump administration is up against. It is a system that is broken, and it's a system that the Biden administration tried to change to the detriment of the American people.
I like the line, go back to the facts again and again. Forget the narrative. Chad Wolf, we got to leave it there. Great to see you. Thanks for being with us today.